when you lived in Middle Georgia, how were you employed?
I was a firefighter with the city of Warner Robins.
Okay. So did you live in Warner Robins when you worked for them?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you know Kianna Davis?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How do you know her?
She's the mother of my child.
Okay. The two of you were in a relationship?
Yes, sir.
How long did that relationship last?
Approximately 4 years, 3 years.
Did y'all live together?
Yes, sir.
Where'd y'all live together?
First apartment was Sandpiper off of Leisure Lake. And the second apartment was off of Lakeview, I think is the name of the road.
Lakeview? So y'all lived together at Lakeview?
Yes, sir.
All right. When did y'all break up?
March 2012.
Okay. Were you guys living in Lakeview at that time?
Yes, sir.
All right. And who moved out?
I moved out.
So Ms. Davis stayed behind?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you remember the specific address?
To our
To the
apartment.
Lakeview apartment?
11 something. I really don't remember.
Okay. Was that apartment in Houston County?
Yes, sir.
And do you see Ms. Davis in the courtroom today?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What is she wearing?
He's wearing a white and gray sweater.
For the purposes of the record, he has identified the defendant. Now, you said y'all had a child?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What was that child's name?
Karter Ambrose.
And when was he born?
January 14, 2018.
2018. So I'm going to show you what's been previously admitted into evidence of State's Exhibit 12. Do you recognize that? What is it?
It's Karter.
It's Karter. When was that photo taken?
This photo was taken right before I took him to daycare. I think it was November 12th,
November 12th?
2020.
What were you guys doing that day?
That was in the morning, and I just got him ready to take him to daycare. And we just started in the morning, brushed teeth, eat breakfast, and we left the house around 7:30.
When you took him to daycare?
Yes, sir.
Where was daycare?
Daycare was with Miss Faye off of Russell Parkway.
Is that the last time you saw him alive?
Yes, sir.
So I want to back up a little bit. So, you took him to daycare. Did you have him that week?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Where were you living at the time?
230 Caitlin Circle off of Receiving Boulevard.
And did he go to daycare that week?
No, he did not.
Did he stay with you?
Yes, he did.
Okay. And so, you said you were a firefighter?
Yes, sir.
All right. So what's your schedule like?
We work 24/48, so it's 24 on, 48 off.
Okay. So if you were off, did you keep Karter at home?
Most of the time. Sometimes when I'm off, I work a part-time job, so I just pick up shifts elsewhere. But if I'm fully off, then say 50% of the times I have them.
And that Thursday when that picture was taken, how was Karter?
Karter was perfectly fine.
Was he throwing up?
No, he was not.
Did he seem sick at all?
No, he did not.
Let me ask you this. Did he have any breathing problems?
He did.
He did? What kind?
So he had like respiratory problems where he would like need a rescue inhaler or a nebulizer at times.
Okay. You said nebulizers, that's like a machine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And when he would need that machine, what would happen?
Well, for him to need the machine, sometimes it would be like, say if he has a cold or a fever, and then it always seems to tie in where his respiratory would like be affected.
Okay.
But mainly he would need it like if he's running a cold.
Okay. And what would be symptoms that he would need the nebulizer?
You would see more like him kind of struggling to breathe a little bit, like kind of using more like auxiliary muscles.
Okay.
So you kind of be, wheezing a little bit and like kind of struggling a little bit more to have a full breath.
Did you ever give him, you would sometimes give him this treatment? Right?
Yes, sir.
Was throwing up ever a symptom that he needed breathing treatment?
No, sir.
So, November 17th of 2020, that's the day that he died, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I kind of want to get the, what's going on in you and Kianna with your relationship at this point?
At this point, we still communicate. It's strictly on the basis of him. We don't hang out. We don't really talk much outside of, he needs this or anything pertaining to Karter.
Okay.
Main focus of our conversation.
And what was the custody arrangement, or was there one?
It was never a definitive custody arrangement. She was the sole caregiver for Karter at the time, and we just kind of made arrangements around my schedule on when I should have them.
Okay.
But it wasn't anything definitive.
Okay. Was it anything that was like predictable?
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me about that.
So we would look at my schedule and the days I have 2 days off back to back, usually like every other weekend, and also like at least 1 day out of the week. And if I can't get them every other weekend, then at least 2 days back to back in a week. So it'll just be communication on when to have them for 2 days back to back.
And so at this point, you and Kianna are split up.
Yes, sir.
Right. Were you seeing anybody now?
I was at the moment.
You were back in 2020, November 2020.
Sir.
Do you know if she was seeing anybody else?
Was she seeing anybody else?
Yes.
Not to my knowledge.
Kianna.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
yes.
Was Kianna seeing anybody else?
Yes.
Do you know that person's name?
Yes, sir.
What's his name?
Kiyon Benton.
Kiyon Benton. Have you ever interacted with him before?
Once.
Okay. So you met him once. Do you know if they live together?
I don't think so.
And so, you dropped Karter off Thursday at daycare. That's the last you see him. Now, are you and the defendant, is there any child support agreement in place?
We recently just got a court-ordered child support agreement.
Okay. And so, were you ordered to pay child support?
Yes, sir.
How did you do that?
Through the court, initially when I moved, we settled on a fixed amount, and that's when I first moved out of the apartment. Then we talked about it and we settled on a set amount. But then later on, she wanted more, and we talked about it and couldn't come up with the actual agreement because I was trying to stay away from actual court-ordered child support, but that's the route that we went with, and that's how we got to the court-ordered child support.
So it was court-ordered child support. So how do you pay? How much was it?
It was, if I'm not mistaken, $750 a month. And it was set to be deducted from my paycheck.
Okay. When was it set to be deducted?
I knew it was supposed to start in November,
Okay.
and that's when the first payment was supposed to
Okay.
happen.
And do you know if that payment was taken from you in November?
Yes, it was.
Okay. And how much was it? Was it the $750 that you said?
I think it was partial. I think it was the first half of that came out of my paycheck.
Okay. Was there something about you overpaid somehow?
Yeah, so I wasn't too knowledgeable on how child support worked. So I knew that I get paid on Thursday, and I think I messaged Ms. Davis saying, hey, can I go ahead and just make this first payment because I know that you have there's a 5-day grace period for your rent to be due. So I'm going to go ahead and pay the first part through the child support app, and then whenever I get paid, if it's deducted from my paycheck, then we can just, even that out. Because I did not know if it was going to be deducted from my paycheck at that time.
Okay. So did you make kind of your own payment and then it was deducted as well?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And that weekend what all were you doing? So you dropped him off Thursday, then Friday, so not Saturday, Sunday. Were you working? Were you at home?
I worked Friday at the fire station. I think I was off that Saturday, and I picked up a shift Sunday and Monday
Okay.
and Tuesday.
When you weren't with Karter, would you be able to speak to him over the phone?
Yes, sir. Most of the times I would either FaceTime or talk to him on the phone.
Would you do it like once a day or multiple times? Or
Average once a day.
Okay. Okay. That weekend, did you get to FaceTime him at all?
No, I did not.
Okay. Did you ask?
Yes, I did.
Who?
Miss Davis.
Okay. And she had Karter that weekend.
Yes, sir.
Right. What, did she talk to you at all that weekend?
We talked, I think it was Friday, when we realized that the payment was deducted from, the window payment was deducted from my paycheck. And after that was the last time we talked because she blocked my phone number.
She blocked your phone number?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And how did you figure out that she had blocked your phone number?
The calls wouldn't go through, text messages wouldn't go through, and this happened before, so I pretty much know how it is being blocked from.
Okay. How many times did you call and try to text?
I cannot recall.
Was she mad at you?
Yes, sir.
What was it about?
About overpaying on child support.
Okay.
Yes.
And the purpose of your calls or texts, were they just about the child support?
Before I was blocked, yes. So we had a phone call prior to, I think the last actual phone call that we had was about the child support and her saying that I messed up everything as far as the child support payments. And I'm like trying to still figure out how I did that and not really understanding how me making a payment through the DFAX app and then having it deducted from my check, how would that mess up anything?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what she was mad at me about.
And were you calling as well to try to speak to your son?
That night I was.
Okay, which night?
Pretty much the entire weekend.
Pretty much the entire weekend?
Yes, sir.
And were you able to?
No, sir.
And so that was the weekend. Is the only way you tried to communicate with her text or email that weekend?
That weekend I sent her just emails because calls and text was not going through, so I had to email her to at least get some type of response to her.
Okay. So I'm going to show you what I've just shown the defense counsel, and it's marked as State's Exhibit 13. Can you please look at that? Do you recognize it?
Yes, sir.
What is it?
It's an email of me messaging Ms. Davis and an email of her replying back to my initial email.
Okay, do you remember when that email was?
Yes, sir.
When was it?
It was November 16th.
November 16th, so that Monday?
If I'm not mistaken, it was either November 16th or, yes, it was that Monday.
That Monday? And is this a fair and accurate representation of that email?
Yes, sir.
Has it been changed or altered in any way?
No, sir.
Your Honor, this time we offered evidence States 13.
As long as I can cross on it, I have no objection.
It's admitted.
So I'm going to put it up on television, we'll publish it. And that is behind you. So if you could turn around and take a look at it for me. So you said that you had texted her, or emailed, sorry. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And at what time did you email?
10:43.
Okay, and she responded to you?
Yes, sir.
All right, can you please read to the jury what she responded to you?
Stop emailing me. No, you can't get or talk to Karter. Leave me TF alone. And that's the last time I'm going to tell you.
What does TF stand for? And that's the last time I want to tell you.
Yes, sir.
So this is Monday. Do you have any idea what's going on, where Karter is? Who asked?
No, sir.
Did you guys have any communication after that email on Monday?
No, sir.
Was there a phone call?
No, sir.
Did she call you about needing to get Karter?
Oh, yeah. So later on that night, she did call me. And I'm not too sure if it was a call or a text, but I know we did talk later on that night
Okay.
for her saying that I need to take off of work the following day so I can keep Karter.
Okay. Did she tell you why?
She said that he's sick and he's been throwing up.
He's been throwing up. Did she tell you how much he's been throwing up?
No, sir.
Did she tell you if anything had happened to him?
No, sir.
Okay. And did you take work off? And
I did not.
okay. Why was that?
I didn't take off of work because I was pretty much begging to even see him, FaceTime him, and I would get no response. And even to the point of like, I would kind of like make concessions with him. Like, if you let me FaceTime him and see him, then I'll take off of work and I'll keep him. And those were going unanswered. And the only thing she told me was just that he's been throwing up and he's sick. I need to take off of work.
You wish that you had?
I did.
Was that the end of your communication with her for the time being?
We talked Tuesday morning when I was already at my part-time job, and that's when she told me that Karter's being rushed to the emergency room now. I need to get back.
Okay. You remember what time that was?
It was in the morning time. I said approximately 8 or 9.
Okay. Did she say what was wrong with him?
No, she just said that he's being rushed to the hospital. She didn't say what was wrong.
Okay. And he was being rushed to the hospital. So where was your part-time job at that time?
I was on the ambulance in Dublin.
Ambulance in Dublin? Are you EMS?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So did you drop everything and head to the hospital?
Yes, sir.
And where was the hospital?
It was Perry Hospital off of like pretty much Watson and
Perry. You thought you were on Perry, or was it Peach County?
Peachtown Hospital.
Okay.
That's right.
It was Peach County. Did she say anything about who had taken him? If he went to a pediatrics office?
I'm not sure if she did or not.
Okay. So all you knew was that he was being taken to the hospital?
Yes, sir.
All right. And did you end up making it to the hospital?
I did.
And when you got there, was Karter alive or dead?
He was already deceased at the time. She called me before I got to the hospital and told me that he was deceased.
Okay. And when you got to the hospital, what did you do?
When I got to the hospital, I came through the emergency bay, the ambulance bay, and they led me to the waiting room that was kind of off to the side. And that's when I saw Kianna and Kiyon there.
Were the police there?
They had hospital police staff in the waiting room as well.
How long did you stay at the hospital?
We had to wait a while before we could actually go see his body. And I stayed there until, I can't say how long I stayed there, but until it was done.
Until you were ready to go?
Well, until we went to see him and in the room, and we like said our last goodbyes with him at that time. And I think that's when the coroner was coming, and that's when we left.
Let me ask you this. So you guys lived separately. Did he have a bedroom in your apartment?
Yes, sir.
All right. Did he like to sleep in that bedroom?
He never slept in that room.
Where did he sleep?
In bed with me.
Okay. Was that kind of his thing?
Yeah.
Is that a habit that he had?
Yes, sir.
Do you know if he did the same thing when he was at the defendant's?
I can't definitively say, but from my time living there, yes.
Okay. Do you know if the defendant was upset about the fact that he wouldn't sleep in his own room?
I cannot say.
Do you know if Kianna wanted him to break that habit?
Yes, sir.
Okay. She spoke to you about that?
Yeah.
Okay. Did y'all have a funeral for Karter or a service for him?
We had a viewing at the funeral home, and then we also had a balloon release pretty much at the fire station I used to work at.
Okay. And do you recall where the viewing was?
McCullough Funeral Home, off the house.
Was the defendant there?
Yes, sir.
Did y'all interact at all?
I don't think we did. If so, not with.
And you said there was a balloon release?
Yes, sir.
When was that done?
Can't remember the exact date, but it was in December.
Whose idea was that?
Mine,
Was Kianna involved in that at all?
not in the plan.
Okay. Did she go?
She did.
Did you have to make her go?
I don't think I made her go, but I suggested it. I would like for her to be there.
So, after the balloon release, do you remember when the balloon release was?
The exact date?
Yeah.
I don't remember the exact date, but I have pictures I can look back.
Well, I mean, so did the viewing happen first?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then there was a balloon release?
Yes, sir.
Was it a few days, a couple weeks later?
I'll say maybe 2 weeks later, 2-3 weeks later.
And did you and the defendant stay in contact after that balloon release?
Seldom.
Seldom? Did you guys ever discuss Karter?
Yes, sir.
What was that discussion?
Just in the time frame after that.
Mm-hmm.
Most times, if we were to discuss Karter, it'll mainly be pertaining the happenings of him not being here, or the investigation and the prolonged autopsy results. It would mainly be something around that basis of what's going on with the case.
Okay. And any time did you have a conversation with the defendant about Kiyon Benton's potential involvement?
We had one interaction where it was when we got the preliminary autopsy results back, and when we got the preliminary autopsy results back, the preliminary results said lacerated liver, and I was a little mad, angry, and I was on the phone with her. She got the results as well, and I told her, I said, Kianna, I said, if something comes back that said this guy did something to my kid, I don't know what I'll do.
How did she respond to that?
She responded by pretty much telling me, she said, how can you even say something like that? He would never do nothing like that. And he was even a better father to Karter than I was.
Was she mad that you said that?
By her tone, yes.
Did she cuss you out?
That's all she said at the time.
You guys talk more mean, have you guys had other conversations
Yes, we
about what happened?
not about what happened, but we've kept somewhat of an open contact, but we never really talked about what happened.
Well, but did she ever say what she thought happened?
No,
Did she ever blame Kiyon?
no,
Did she ever get mad at you about the fact that it happened?
yes, sir.
What happened there? What was that?
It was a conversation we had where she stated that I should have been there to take care of him. I should have took off work and I should have had him. And if it wasn't for that, this whole thing would have happened.
So because you didn't take off work to take care of Karter, none of this would have happened?
I don't know, possibly.
Do you know what she was referring to when she said none of this would have happened?
No, sir. I guess just speculating on as
I
far
don't,
as
you just speculate, but I mean, if you don't know, you don't know.
I don't know.
Sorry to cut you off. But you would, or at least did on one occasion, try to get information from her about what happened, right?
Yes, sir.
And what would she tell you?
She would not tell me anything, just saying she don't know what happened. Maybe he jumped off of his bed, or maybe some type of accident happened that she don't know.
Okay. Did she say anything about him being sick?
Only when we initially talked, when she told me to take off of work.
Was that weekend, was that the only time that she had kind of refused you access to him?
Yes, sir.
Because earlier you said that, I think you said that you knew you were blocked because it had happened before.
Yes, sir.
But that was the first weekend where you weren't just blocked, but you couldn't even speak to Karter.
That was when I was blocked for an extended time. Most times if she blocked me, it would be for a couple hours or not even a day.
Nothing further at this time, Your Honor.
Mr. Grove, please review.
Thank you. Mr. Ambrose, good afternoon. My name is Jeff Grove. I'm a lawyer from Warner Robins here representing Ms. Davis. Let me ask you a few questions if I may. I'm sorry for your loss. Okay. When did you and Ms. Davis start seeing each other?
Me and Ms. Davis met in 2014.
Were you with the Warner Robins Fire Department at that time?
Before we met, no. I was in the hiring process
You were in the hiring process?
when we initially met.
All right. And where did y'all meet? Did y'all meet in Warner Robins or somewhere else?
We met in Warner Robins.
All right. And when did you go to work for the fire department?
2014.
At some point in time, y'all moved in together, is that right?
Yes, sir.
When?
2017.
2017. Okay. And y'all moved into the Sandpiper Apartments, is that right?
Yes, sir.
And that's off of Russell Parkway in Warner Robins, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
When y'all moved in together, was it just you two?
I lived in an apartment first, and then she moved in after she was pregnant.
All right. And was she teaching school then?
No, she was not.
Was she working in a dermatologist's office then?
Initially, when she first moved in, she was working at FedEx.
Working at FedEx, and then did she go to work at the dermatologist's office?
She worked at a dermatologist's office when we moved to the
All right, well, let's, I want to make sure we have a good timeline here. So, Karter was born on January the 1st, excuse me, January the 14th of 2018, is that right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, and when he was born, you and Miss Davis lived there in Sandpiper Apartments, is that
Yes,
correct?
Yes, sir.
Would it be fair to say that's where the child was conceived at?
Yes, sir.
Within a couple days of Karter being born, he had to go in the hospital, is that right?
That's not right.
He didn't go in the hospital?
No, he did not.
When did he go in the hospital at all during, say, the first month of his life?
I think he went to the hospital maybe 1 month or 2 months after, but not the first week or the second week.
Okay. And when he went to the hospital, were you employed by the fire department then?
Yes, sir.
And where did Karter go to the hospital at? Which hospital?
More than likely to be,
And if you don't know, that's fine.
yeah, I don't know.
You don't know where he was in the hospital at?
I'm not sure which time we're talking about.
I'm talking about the first time after he was born.
I don't recall.
But nonetheless, you and Miss Davis were living together in Sandpiper Apartments.
Yes, sir.
And that was in 2018, correct?
2017 is when we lived together. That's when we started living together.
Okay. But when Karter was born, Miss Davis brought him back to your apartment there in Sandpiper. Is that right?
Yes. We both brought him back.
Both brought him back. Okay. And that you three lived there together. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And you lived there in that apartment there at Sandpiper, the three of you, until when?
Until the following year. We stayed in that apartment for 1 year of Karter's life.
Okay, until 2019.
Yes, sir.
And is that when you and Miss Davis and Karter moved to these apartments there off of Lakeview Road?
Yes, sir.
And that's the apartment that's right there within, say, 200 or 300 yards of the pediatric place. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And that was planned, was it not?
No, it was not.
It wasn't planned.
The plan was to have a nice apartment.
Have a nice apartment, and the fact that his doctor was there meant nothing.
It might have, but that wasn't the initial.
Okay, I mean, could it have meant something to Miss Davis?
Maybe, I cannot say which
Oh.
one we're talking about.
And during this time, where was Miss Davis working at?
It was a period where she did not work, and she was in school for a portion of that time.
Where was she in school at?
Mercer.
Mercer University in Macon.
Yes, sir.
Was she taking online classes or in-person classes?
Objection on relevant service.
The objection sustained.
All right. So, so how long was she? When did y'all move into the apartments over there at Lakeview?
I would say March of 2019.
Okay. And when was it that you moved out?
March of 2020.
All right. And was it just you three still there at the apartment when you moved out?
Yes, sir.
And you were still with the fire department, is that right?
Yes, sir.
And do you know if Miss Davis was a stay-at-home mom?
For a portion, she was.
Until when?
She got a job at a dermatology office in Lincoln.
All right. And do you know when that was?
I cannot recall.
All right. And did she stay there the entire time until y'all broke up in March of 2020?
Yes, sir. We're at the dermatologist's office.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And if you don't know, that's fine. Yeah. But in any event, the relationship fell apart in March 2020. Is that right?
Yes.
And is that when you were still with the fire department, right?
Yes.
And is that when you moved to Caitlin Drive,
Caitlin Circle.
Caitlin Circle? And that's over there near, which fire station is that you were working at then?
Fire station number 6.
And that's the one off Osegan.
Yes, sir.
And in Caitlin, where you were living at is, you were living in an apartment right there, is that right?
Yes.
All right. Now, so when you left in March of 2020, did you and Ms. Davis have an agreement as to what sort of child support you would pay?
Yes, sir.
How much?
It was $580.
And that's an agreement that you two made?
Yes, sir.
And were you paying $580 starting in March of 2020?
Yes.
And so you paid it for every month until
Until I got court ordered on child support.
okay. And the court order for child support, did you have to come down here to this courthouse to get an order to do that?
Yes, sir.
And the amount was $750
Yes, sir.
a month. Was that to come out of your, the $580 that you were paying, did that come out of your, was that deducted from your salary, or did you just pay that on your own?
That was the amount that we decided together for me to just pay her monthly.
Okay, you paid it up on your own,
Yes,
is
sir.
that right? And you were brought down here for child support, what, was it November of 2020?
If I'm not mistaken, it's October.
October. And the money was to start when?
In November.
November. 1st of November?
Yes.
Okay. And would that come in one lump sum payment of $750?
No, sir.
How, would it be divided twice a month type thing?
Yes.
All right. You were saying something about an overpayment. What was that about?
I paid the initial half before I knew that it was being deducted from my paycheck.
All right. And you felt as though Ms. Davis should pay you that money back?
I said if she would like to, she can pay me back.
If she would like.
Yeah, because I won't pay.
That's how you said it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, once again, you kept the child, and you returned the child to Miss Davis on the Thursday before he died. Is that right?
I took him to daycare that morning.
You took him to daycare on that Friday morning?
Thursday morning.
On Thursday morning?
Yes, sir.
Did you pick him up from daycare on Thursday, or did she?
She did.
All right. So you didn't have anything to do with picking the child up on Friday, is that right?
No, sir.
Okay. And I guess at some point in time, you and Ms. Davis talked over the weekend about, well, she called you and wanted to know if you could keep the child. Did she do that on the weekend, or did she do that on the following Monday?
Can you repeat that for me?
Okay. You had testified earlier that you and Ms. Davis had talked, or she had asked you if you could take care of the child on Tuesday, the 17th. You recall that?
Yes.
And you told her that you could not because you had not your fire job, but a part-time job as EMS. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Did you say anything to her that you would watch the child if she gave you that $350 back?
Incorrect. No.
That's incorrect.
That's wrong.
Oh. Now, but nonetheless, you did not agree to keep Karter on that Tuesday. Is that right?
I did not.
And you could have gotten out of that part-time job, couldn't you?
Yes, I could.
Pardon?
Yes, I could.
Okay, but you just didn't want to.
I didn't want to because I did not see my child for the entire weekend until Ms. Davis sprung upon me randomly after not talking to her or the kid for 3 days pretty much.
Oh, yeah.
I was texting saying, hey, you need to take off of work tomorrow.
But you could have seen Karter that entire Tuesday, couldn't you? Couldn't you?
Yes, I could.
But because you and Miss Davis were being disagreeable with each other, you drew the line in the sand. Is that a fair statement?
She drew the line in the sand when she told me I can't see my child, I can't FaceTime my child. That was a line in the sand.
Well, she offered for you to be able to see the child the next day.
After he was sick and about to die.
Okay, all right. Well, how did you know he was? Did that go into your thought processes that you knew he was about to die?
No, sir.
No, even though you were under a child support order, you didn't have any sort of anything in writing approved by the court as to what sort of visitation rights you would have. Is that correct?
No, sir.
And for the most part, you and Miss Davis got along pretty good about that, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
Just a second, Charlie. So, sir, it's your testimony that when you dropped the child off at daycare at Miss Tharp's on that Thursday morning, that's the last time that you saw him?
Yes, sir.
How many other times did Miss Davis refuse you over the months to be able to see the child?
She would not.
Pardon?
She would not.
She would not.
No, sir.
Did she ever refuse you FaceTime before?
No, sir.
So this was the only time?
Yes, sir.
When you talked to her on that Monday about whether or not you could watch the child on Tuesday, did she mention to you that Mr. Benton was watching the child?
No, sir.
Did you know that he was watching the child?
I don't recall.
And you say you met this Mr. Benton a time or two, is that right?
Once.
Once, was that at the fire station?
Yes, sir.
And Karter was there, is that right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, that went okay, did it not?
No, it did not.
The meeting didn't go okay?
No.
Was there a confrontation of some sort?
It was I wouldn't really say competition, it was a disagreement.
A disagreement between who?
Me and Ms. Davis.
You and Miss Davis?
Yes.
I mean, you resented the fact, I guess, that she brought the child over there to your place of work?
Can you repeat that?
Pardon me?
Can you repeat your sentence? Can you repeat what you said?
Were you upset with Miss Davis because she brought the child over to your place of work?
No, sir. I love when he comes to my job.
But there was a disagreement? Is that because Mr. Benton was there?
It was a disagreement on meeting Mr. Benton at the time.
It was just for a few minutes, was it not?
To meet him,
Right.
she brought Karter over to the fire station. It was a Saturday. She brought him over because she said that he's been sad and he's been moping around, and she would like for me to just, bring him over to the fire station so he can play. And she did. She advised, hey, just to let you know, my boyfriend's with me. I said, that is fine. That's okay. He came, we played around the fire station for about, say, 30 minutes. And then after that, that's when she came and said, all right, it's time to go. I asked Ms. Davis, I said, hey, would you mind if I meet your boyfriend? Since he's around my kid, I would like to put a face to the name.
All right.
And she said, no, he would not like to meet you. So that made me say, I don't care if you're around my child, I'm going to know who you are.
Okay. Was this on the Saturday before the child died?
No, sir.
How far in the past was that?
Me and my son, we went on vacation to visit our mom, to visit my mom in October. We came back October 18th, October 19th. That was the following weekend after that, so it was still in October.
Okay. So that's the only, did you ever meet Mr. Benton then?
I attempted to meet him. I said I will meet this guy, so I walked to the car and tapped on the glass. He didn't get out of the car. He rolled the car window down. I said, "Hey, I'm Kadeem, I'm Karter's dad." Shook his hand, and that's our only interaction.
So there wasn't any problem between you and he?
No, it was not.
Did you have any other problems or repercussions for Ms. Davis because of this this meeting?
No, sir.
No. Just a second, John, please. And I mean, sir, once again, you moved out in March of 2020, is that right?
Yes, sir.
During that period of time, of course, your baby died in November. During that period of time, did you yourself have a girlfriend to live with you?
No, sir.
You never had a girlfriend to live with you?
No, sir.
Did you ever have a girlfriend?
Yes, sir.
Who was that?
I was dating a girl named Tierra.
Tierra. And did you have the occasion to have Ms. Davis meet her?
No, sir.
Okay. You didn't want that then?
If it happened, it happened, but she never.
Okay. And Mr. Ambrose, you are currently with Gwinnett County, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
There.
Yes, sir.
Which fire department do you work for?
Gwinnett County Fire and Emergency Services.
Okay. Judge, I don't have anything else. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Ambrose. You may stay or go as you wish. Excused.